Hi there guys, it's Martyn here, and welcome back to another episode of the Now Review. And for today's instalment we're going back to a double feature and continuing the rock theme. So we're going to be looking at Now That's What I Call Rock, and Now That's What I Call Classic Rock. When it comes to rock, this is a genre that Now has actually strayed into quite a lot in the past few years. You have these two, you have Dad Rock, which I covered last week, and you also have a few more albums, but more on those later. For now though, let's take a look at this first one, Now That's What I Call Rock.
Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Now that's what I call rock.
So this album came out in 2014, and looking at this cover, interesting, the main colour is white. It's not usually a colour you associate with rock, I think. I do like the stark black of the thing there, and you've got some speakers and some cables running round, and you also have the nice little altercation of the word rock there. So not the worst cover, just an odd choice really, a bit baffling. But if you have a look at this track list, we're kicking on with Bastille. Don't know if I'd call that rock. And as you'll notice, we'll scroll down here. A lot of stuff here from the 2000s, of course. Moving on up to CD2, you've got some further back things as well from the early 2000s. There are a lot of songs on here that you would class as rock, but on the same hand, there are some things I wouldn't class as that either. Here's CD3 as we scroll down there. So yeah, those are your 3 CDs. Not the most comprehensive rock soundtrack ever created. They've omitted a lot of the classic sort of rock, although I guess that's what you have this for. But if this was the first album you bought, be aware this is going to be mainly modern rock songs. So, let's have a look on the inside of it. How well do you know your rock hits? What's that song? Since I can't hear it, obviously. This was a old app. This was Now What's That Song? That always gets me tongue-tied. There's CD1. I do like this design. Obviously, you can tell what this is shaped after. Really cool, really nice and sleek. Just white and black. Nice design. Interestingly, for CD2, they've gone with a red trim here, and then we've gone, oh well, there's a black trim there compared to a grey, so there is minor differences, but overall this is a nice sleek design. What a very good CD design, in fact. So with this album, I picked this up from a CEX store for £3. It's no longer in mainstream circulation, so you're gonna have to go secondhand to find it, I'm afraid, or buy a new copy online. Again, not the greatest track list if you're looking for an all-round experience, but there are a lot of modern rock stuff like MGMT with kids, if I can even pronounce it right. There's just some stuff that makes you think, like, is Bastille really rock if you think about it? Robbie Williams is there with Let Me Entertain You, there's some rocky elements, but, you know, look at all this. You've got Oasis, U2, there are some great bands on here, but just know you're mainly getting modern hits. And so if that was the first of the rock wave of albums, let's move along to Now That's What I Call Classic Rock.
This is Now Classic Rock.
So here's the cover. You've got it imposed upon an amplifier there, which I think is really cool. This is a really nice design. I love all the orange trims with the black, and it's just, you can also get this on vinyl, but I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, great cover. There's the spine, just black and white, nice and simple. Here is the track list. So you've got Queen, Bon Jovi, Bryan Adams. See, straight away here, just reading this track list, you have some real classic rock hits here. It definitely lives up to its name. Moving on to CD2 with U2, ZZ Top, Robert Palmer, etc. Again, lots more great rock songs here. And CD3 with Run DMC, and then scrolling down. So you do have some modern stuff on here as well. Well, say modern, like not that modern. It's a couple of years old or so. But this, I'd say if you want a more comprehensive album, then this is the one to go for. But before we talk more about the album itself, let's take a look at the inside. And there's your little picture, just a nice electric guitar by an amplifier. Nice image there. And the discs, loving this red, white and black trim. This is great, especially with the red and white guitars here. Oh, this is such a good design, I can't stress that enough. Great disc design. CD2 and CD3 are the same design, but again, come on, how can you not like that? That's a really cool, solid, sleek design for a disc. So this album did come out in 2015, 1 year after this first rock album. And what do I think about it? It's definitely a great package of classic rock. I think if you're a fan of rock in general and you like more of the classics, then this is the one to go for. This does have your modern stuff, but It's a hard compromise. If you like both eras, then definitely go for both. This one you can pick up second-hand, but I believe it's still in circulation in mainstream stores such as HMV. It'll be in the 2 for $15 range, and you can also get this from HMV on vinyl. It's not the full track list, it's not 3 discs, it's just, I think it's just actually 1 vinyl record, or 2 maybe, with a selection of songs, but that's really cool, but you can get that in vinyl. I think that's really neat. They could do that more, possibly with more albums, but if I had to pick a favourite, I'm going to have to go with classic rock, because the classics, well, they are just too good. And that wraps it up for this edition of the Now Review. Thank you very much for watching, and next week we're going to take a break from the rock theme because we're going to cover the newest Now album that comes out very soon. But enjoy your week, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and until the next one, I will see you guys next time.
Now that's what I call rock. Now that's what I call classic rock.